Listen up, let me tell you about a dude named Mark. Master of the cards, lighting up the dark. Tarot in his hands, he's the king of the spread. Oracle visions flowing straight from his head. He shuffles the deck with a mystical flair. Sees the past, present, future right there. The fool, the tower, he knows every sign. Dropping wisdom so deep, it's divine by design. Mark's got the gift, yeah, he's one of a kind. Reading souls like a book, blowing your mind. Crystal ball glowing, he's ahead of the game. Every prophecy he spits, they're calling his name. From the major arcana to the stars up above, he's dealing out truth with a whole lot of love. No question too big, no fate too unclear. Mark's the GOAT, best reader you'll hear. Mark, the tarot supreme. Living out the magic, living the dream. Oracle king, he's setting the tone. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne. Pentacles, wands, he's flipping the script. Every card he pulls, man, it's a perfect fit. Clients line up just to hear what he say. Future in his hands, he's paving the way. So bow to the master, the seer, the guide. Mark's intuition never once lied. From the streets to the cosmos, he's holding the crown. Greatest tarot reader, hands down, no frown. Mark, the tarot supreme. Living out the magic, living the dream. Oracle king, he's setting the tone. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne. In the temple. He's sitting on the throne. Greatest in the game, he's sitting on the throne.
Hey Sag, we're here. Sagittarius. Hit that thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Click that thumbs up, thumbs up. Did you click the thumbs yet? Make sure you click the thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. Make sure you're clicking that thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. That little thumb down below, click it. This one? Yeah, click that. Alright, don't forget to subscribe, follow, share, all those amazing things you do. Here we go. Sagittarius tropical astrology forecast May 2025. As a Sagittarius, May 2025 is your cosmic arrow's flight path. Your ruler Jupiter soars through Gemini, amplifying partnerships and intellectual horizons. While Mars in Leo ignites your thirst for adventure, wisdom, and bold truths. The Sun journeys through Taurus and Gemini, sparking dynamic aspects that energize your routines, relationships, and higher pursuits. Venus, Neptune, and Saturn in Aries, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, and lunar cycles in Scorpio. And Gemini weaves a month of transformation across creativity, communication, subconscious depths, and connections. The North Node in Pisces guides your soul homeward. Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio unveils raw power, and Chiron in Aries heals through self-expression. This is your month of destiny shaping fire. Aim high. Early May, vision meets revelation. May 2nd, this is the 1st to the 12th for the vision meets revelation. And then on May, starting with May 2nd here, we have Venus conjunct Neptune in Aries. Aspect to Sagittarius, Venus, Neptune trines Mars and Leo. This fiery 5th to 9th house connection blends creative passion with your quest for meaning. Your romantic or artistic vision inspires, but Neptune's miss cautions against over-idealism. The focus here for you, Sagittarius, is your ruler. Jupiter Gemini sextiles this, boosting relational charm. The Sun in Taurus meets Mars, or squares Mars, sorry. The Sun in Taurus squares Mars, sparking tension between duty and freedom. Alright, Sag, one other thing here before we go any further. We have the astronomical report to reflect on. This is with a telescope and what you can see in the night sky or in the morning. So May 1st here on the astronomy, we have Jupiter and Moon conjunction with the May 2nd we just read. So the day before on May 1st, Jupiter and Moon conjunction in astronomy and the telescopes. When you look through it, we have let's see, waning gibbous moon passes with 4 degrees in Jupiter and Taurus, creating a striking pair in the western evening sky. If you have binoculars, you can see Jupiter's 4 Galilean moons alongside the moon's craters. So this is a moon alignment with Jupiter, and being Sag, you can potentially get some kind of insights, psychic or subconscious dreams, something like that. Outside, Jupiter outshines nearby Aldebaran. The duo sets around midnight UTC. So some energy there to coincide with the May 2nd tropical Venus conjunct Neptune in Aries. We have May 4th here, the day before the astronomy here of the meteor shower. May 4th for Sag is Pluto stations retrograde in Aquarius. Trines Jupiter, the Pluto retrograde. Opposes Mars, the 3rd to 7th to 9th. House dynamic deepens communication and partnerships. Power struggles test your beliefs, but Mars keeps your fire fierce. Sagittarius focus, the Sun sextiles the North Node in Pisces, rooting your daily grind and soulful purpose. So the first can help you with that, and then the second, and then the fourth. Then we have on the 5th with the astronomy, and the 6th we have the meteor shower, the Aquarid meteor shower. Let's see here. It's near the Aquary in the water jar asterism of Aquarius. So there's some kind of pouring of the water association here with the meteor shower coming out. The waxing gibbous moon sets before the radiant peaks, improving late night viewing. So you could potentially get some telescope star seeing here with the May 4th energy you got to the May 5th and 6th astronomy viewing. May 7th has both. We have Mercury conjunct Chiron in the tropical astrology, which means the Mercury Chiron trines Mars. Your words heal and inspire in creative or romantic pursuits. Chiron's 5th house placement ties this to your playful spirit. The focus here is Jupiter sextiles this, amplifying your teaching voice. The Sun grounds your efforts subtly. With the astronomy, Mars and Moon conjunction, let's see here, glows reddish next to the Moon, with the twin stars Castor and Pollux nearby. So there's some energy from the Castor and Pollux stars, twin stars, with the Moon and Mars. And Mars is in Aries for the tropical. Then May 12th, well, before May 12th on the 11th, we have the full moon in astronomy. And it's called as the flower moon or the corn planting moon. And it's rising at sunset. It's flanked by Virgo Spica and Scorpius Antares. That's on the 11th. And then tropical astrology on the 12th, we have the full moon in Scorpio conjunct black moon Lilith. The aspects for this Sag is full moon trines Mars, sextiles North Node. This 12th to 9th to 4th flow stirs subconscious unrest. Lilith reveals hidden truths, pushing you toward emotional release and destiny. Sagittarius focus here is the sun opposes the full moon, balancing daily tasks with inner purging. Uranus conjunct sun squares Mars, igniting sudden shifts. Let's see. And then on the 14th in astronomy, sun enters Taurus, sun crosses from Aries into Taurus in the zodiac. On the astronomy level, a shift marked by ancient astronomers. It's not the constellation boundary, which differs due to precession. So the impact is Taurus's sky, like Aldebaran, are lost in daylight, but Jupiter remains visible in the evening, which is your planet, right? And then we have on the 18th, we have both tropical and astronomy. Astronomy has Saturn and Moon conjunction. The waning gibbous moon passes 5 degrees from Saturn in Aquarius, visible in the pre-dawn eastern sky. The pair rises around 1 a.m. UTC with the fate stars of Aquarius forming a backdrop. Then on the same day for tropical astrology, correction, the day we have the 18th here and the 17th. So tropical has both. Tropical astrology has sun conjunct Uranus and Taurus on the 17th, the day before the 18th here that I just read. So this tropical insight here is that sun Uranus squares Mars. Your ruler's electric conjunction disrupts daily habits. Mars ensures your vision stands out, but avoid impulsiveness. The focus is a health or work breakthrough aligns with your higher calling. Own it. So you have to own this transformation kind of, or this new insight or new way of being yourself, or the new, like, disrupts your daily habits, right? So, and then on the 18th, the Saturn Moon conjunction in astronomy, we read that. And then on the tropical side, on the 18th, we have Mercury in Taurus squares Mars in Leo. The aspects is this 6th to 9th house square pits practical communication against your expansive ideals. Authority or details challenge you, but Mars roars back. The focus Sagittarius is Jupiter sextiles Mars, softening tension via partners. The sun conjunct Uranus amplifies this, urging innovation. Okay. On the 20th here, sun enters Gemini. Aspects to Sagittarius, sun conjuncts Jupiter, opposes your natal sun, trines Pluto retrograde. Your ruler shifts to the 7th house, harmonizing with Mars. Late month to boost relational influence. The focus Sagittarius is Jupiter amplifies this. Your optimism lights up partnerships. North node sextiles subtly, grounding connections and purpose. On the 22nd, we have Venus in Aries, trines Mars in Leo. The tropical side here of astrology, aspect of Sagittarius is the fiery 5th, the 9th house. Trine is pure magic. Venus fuels passion, romance, and creativity. Mars makes you irresistible. So if you're looking to go on a date or looking to meet a mate, May 22nd is a good day. The focus Sag is the sun sextiles Venus, blending charm with relational appeal. Chiron tries Mars, healing your shine. So, and then in astronomy, let me double check here because we're going to the next page. Yep. In astronomy on the 23rd, we have Venus and Moon conjunction. So right after you're dating, we have a thin waxing crescent moon hanging 6 degrees below Venus in the pre-dawn sky, a stunning sight in Aries. Venus blazes while the moon's earthshine faintly outlines its dark side. So you might be tempted there on the next day to potentially push a little past the boundaries of others. On the 25th here, the theme here for the mid-month of May for Sagittarius is Taurus challenges refine your focus, while Aries and Leo trines ignite your spirit. Partnerships soar with Jupiter's touch. And then we have late May, which is the 22nd through the 31st. Destiny peaks and wisdom solidifies. And then we have the 25th, Well, let's go to the 24th here. We have the 24th is Sun in Gemini, trines Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. To Sagittarius, Sun trines Pluto retrograde, linking your 7th and 3rd house. Your ruler empowers communication and partnerships. Mars opposes Pluto, adding intensity. Sagittarius focus influence grows as you balance self and others. Jupiter amplifies this. And then on the 25th, in tropical astrology, we have Destiny peaks. Or sorry, I read that. On the 25th, we have Saturn enters Aries. Aspect to Sagittarius, Saturn trines Mars, loosely conjuncts Chiron. This 5th to 9th house alignment begins a 2.5-year cycle of discipline, creativity, and joy. Mars fuels your authority. The focus Sagittarius is the Sun, sextile Saturn, grounding your relational goals with wisdom. North Node supports this shift. And then on the 26th, astronomy, we have the new moon. Description is the new moon occurs, rendering it invisible and darkening the sky for faint object hunting, which is perfect for Sag. Viewing, let's see, target the Virgo cluster or the Whirlpool galaxy M87, M51 with the telescope to see the new moon. Oh, not to see the new moon, to see the Virgo cluster. So viewing tips is in the new moon is that you can see the Virgo cluster clearly and the Whirlpool galaxy clearly. So Virgo cluster with the Whirlpool. 26th. The 27th, tropical astrology. Here we have the new moon in Gemini. New moon conjuncts Jupiter, sextile Saturn, trines Pluto retrograde, loosely trines Mars, set bold intentions for partnerships. Your fire drives them. Sagittarius focus, the Sun aligns your identity with collective vision. North Node sextiles, rooting your dreams. And then on the 30th, tropical astrology as well, is Sun conjunct Mercury in Gemini, aspects to Sagittarius, Sun, Mercury, conjunct trines Mars, sextiles North Node, your ruler's clarity in the 7th house, backed by Mars, makes your voice a beacon. Lilith opposes loosely, adding depth. The focus, Sag, is vision peaks, share your truth unapologetically. On the 31st, we have the astronomy, Venus at greatest western elongation. Venus reaches 46 degrees west of the Sun, its maximum separation as a morning star. Near Aries with the Pleiades energy adding sparkle. So there's Pleiades connection here at the end of May 31st here coming through. And then the context here for all of this is trines from Aries and Gemini to Mars, solidify your path, while opposition from Aquarius and Scorpio refine your power. The theme for the end of the month is Aries and Leo trines fuel your destiny. Gemini oppositions expand your reach, and Pisces Saturn roots your growth. Your arrow flies true. Key aspects for Sagittarius is Jupiter sextiles Aries, trines Aquarius, opposes natal Sun, driving your evolution. Mars and Leo trines Aries, squares Taurus, opposes Aquarius. Your fire is tested and triumphant. Full moon trines Scorpio with Lilith, reveals depth. Mars holds firm. North Node sextile Pisces guided your soul. Gemini aligns it. Chiron trine Aries heals your creativity. Saturn structures it. Advice for Sagittarius, Mars in your 9th house is your cosmic arrow. Every trine propels your vision, every square sharpens it, and every opposition deepens it. The North Node roots your soul, Lilith ignites your depths, and Chiron heals your fire. May 2025 is your month to explore, connect, and rise. Shoot for the stars. So the key dates are May 2nd, Venus, Neptune, trine Mars, vision roars. May 12th, full moon, trines Mars, conjunct Lilith, depths ignite. The depths within you ignite. May 17th, Sun, Uranus, square Mars, routine shocks dazzle. May 22nd, Venus trine Mars, passion peaks. 25th, Saturn trines Mars, destiny builds. 27th, new moon sextile Saturn, connections align. 30th, Sun, Mercury trine Mars, clarity reigns. So we're going to step into the tarot. We have Spellcaster's Tarot, because it's that's what kind of insight I got, was that you're kind of a spellcaster for May, Sagittarius. Figuring it out. you and your place and where you're going and your adventures or your destiny or whatever it is that you're thinking about. All right, here we go. God, give us a clear and concise message for Sagittarius in May of 2025. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. We have the Knight of Wands. Alright, King of Wands, correction. King of Wands in reverse from your highest highs. Whatever you believe in, spiritual aspects. If you don't, quantum physics, superstring theory, whatever that message from the creator, source of creations comes from. King of Wands. Okay, I found the wands. King, no. Be back here. King of Wands in reverse. A corrupt or unjust show of authority, having to submit to the misguided ideas of another. A person whom the card represents is in trouble or is in conflict with the current. One's leadership is questioned, one's experience is not being taken into consideration, failing to live up to one's responsibilities and need to take a more active role. Dishonesty and need to be more kind and compassionate. Disagreement with a highly touted idea. Disrespect for a generally exalted authority figure and ineffective leader. So this is a transition from the old guard to the new guard. Just like history shows, when new and better things come up, they have to resist and fight the old corrupt system. So the experience from the old needs to be disregarded because it's not into the fluid motion of the future and God's or creator or quantum physics path going forward. So the old are resistant to the new change and transitions. They think they know what's best, but in reality, just like in history shows with professors and whatnot, research comes out and proves that they missed something or they were wrong about something. So just because they're old and experienced doesn't mean they're 100% God accurate, like God themselves living in the flesh. Sorry, you're wrong. Maybe wrong. To be open to being wrong and not knowing something, even though your experience may say otherwise. Four of Cups in your subconscious, Sagittarius. Your inner child, your shadow side, your Carl Jung psychology aspect of yourself. An offer is extended, an opportunity is unnoticed or actively ignored. Brooding and overanalyzing causes one to miss out on real and present possibilities. Thoughtfulness, contemplation. Manifest offers and proposals, and for spell work to encourage clear, creative, and productive thinking when there is a matter at hand that requires careful thought and contemplation. Can also be used in manifesting, representing apathy or morosensis. I don't know what that is. You in the moment of May, Sagittarius, you are the Five of Pentacles. So May is going to feel like the Five of Pentacles. So it's going to be a harsh economic potential for May. I think that's obvious potential here. Sagittarius may feel it more than others. Five of Pentacles, upright. Focusing too much on the physical condition inhibits spiritual awareness. A door is closed. The limits, alignments, and needs of the physical body. Emotional distance, lack of charity. Poverty and need, desolation, lovers kept apart due to circumstances or fate, being shunned, one feels shut out by those around them, a lack of compassion, cold weather. There's currently no path or open door that leads to what one seeks, and they must forge a new path. So the elder Sages probably are very resistant to forging a new path because they're too old and tired. Can't do what they used to do. They don't feel like they used to. They have got locked in their mindset. Can't teach a very old dog new tricks because they can't move like they used to. You know, the old dogs want to tell the younger dogs, hey, this is how things work. This is what they established. And guess what? There's a transition of the old guard to the new guard, and they don't want to let go. They're going to hold on until they die, and that's going to be on them, and the devastation is going to fall back on them and everything they worked for. But they won't let go. They won't let us mold and shift and transition things. So the old Sages are going to have a hard time, where the new Sages are having a hard time dealing with the old Sages energy and learning how to adapt to the new. The outside influence or emotions or power, atmosphere, environment, things you have no control over, is the lovers. We have the lovers here. For things you have no control over, Sag. If you're a younger Sag watching this, then this message is more about having to deal with changes and being a part of the changes from the old to the new guard. And it can be painful, especially if you fell in line or were conforming to the experience of the old. The new is not quite in 100% alignment with the old. The new is transitioning away from the old. The lovers here. So there may be some Sages who understand and are open to this, and who may not be having such a hard time because they're not so resistant, and they are processing from the old guard and helping the new guard take place, removing the corruption and not surrendering to the deceptions of Delulu of Pisces. So the lovers here says, the quintessential expression of human love and affection. The lovers represents the need and desire to share the treasures of our heart with another, while the Hierophant, it represents the yoke of society and the ties that bind us with worldly ambition. The lovers symbolize attachments built from love, desire, and compassion felt between individuals. Pursuing fulfillment of this natural desire for love is but one choice that may be made, and if this path is chosen, one should be aware that it's often a route that can never quite be retraced. Your heart may be broken at each step of the journey, but it can also find healing and fulfillment in an instant. The lovers reminds us that love is a choice we have every moment and every day. If it is not so much a destination as an active creation and a path from which there is often no turning back. So this could mean a romance, true love, a desire for love, a relationship, the choice between the spiritual life and the domestic life, mutual attraction and expression of affection, a passionate and deep-rooted connection, a favorable partnership, chemistry and compatibility, a consuming and undeniable crush. This also could be a passing of the guard, a passing of the torch, from the old to the new, loving the new generations and allowing them to grow in abundance and relieving what you have into them so you can pass on without burdens and be free. But if you want to hold on to what you have till you die, you're gonna have nothing when you die, because you held on too tight. Everything will be taken from you. In your right hand, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is what you're projecting outwardly. 8 of Swords in reverse. Freedom is gained, hoping for independence. Unpleasant bonds are broken. Positive action is possible. Limitations and restrictions are challenged. Rules are broken. Inhibitions are forgotten. An addition loosens its grip when faced head-on and with support, standing up against one who has been dominating, controlling, or cruel. Spiritual freedom is gained by mental separation from one's grief. A prisoner is released. So that's good news. You're projecting outwardly. That's what you want. You want to go with the new, the transition from the old to the new. And for doing that, you're going to get the 10 of Cups. Well done, Sagittarius. You are on the path of providing for the next 7 generations. Good job. Well done. We have the 10 of Cups coming up. So this is all about the future generations and the family, your offspring, or the future of your family, your generations, your legacy within the family. So if you can pass on that abundance or create abundance for the future generations to not suffer, to not struggle, then you are doing God's work, or creator, or you're on the positive side, not the negative side. 10 of Cups. Happiness, peace, prosperity, a joyful future, happy time spent with friends and family, dreams and goals, contentment, patience, a happy and loving relationship, happiness found in simple pleasures, seeing a shared future, feelings of security and love. What is needed is available from an unexpected source. A vision of success is formulated, used to help bring success and to manifest dreams and wishes coming true. Useful for manifesting, encouraging unity, intimacy, peace, and harmony, or to help restore intimacy, compassion, mutual goals, and understanding to a relationship. So this is going to be at the end of May. You probably will transform from whether it's you or your family or whatever it is, there's some kind of lack, negative aspects within you or your family or your life or your world or whatever it is. But in the end of May, we're going to get this beautiful abundance. You're kind of in your own way, but in May is going to help transform and remove all that. We're going to add the wild reflections because you're kind of going through a wild reflection in May, Saggy. So we're going to shuffle this deck up real quick. And if you notice, the Four of Cups in your subconscious has a crabby Cancer on his head. There's a crab, a Cancer, the family, the Divine Mother. That's in your subconscious. That's your inner child. God, give us a clear and concise message for Sag in May of 2025. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Alright, the highest high is Four of Cups. Once again, your subconscious, your inner child in reverse, though. Shadow work, what you need to work on. Four of Cups in reverse in May. Four of Cups in reverse. Clarity, awareness, acceptance, choosing happiness, depression, negativity. This is a message from your highest high, the creator, quantum physics, superstring, whatever you want to call it, wherever creation comes from. Four of Cups reverse suggests that the querent feels a surge of new strength and is ready to take advantage of new opportunities. Life gives them pleasure again after a long period of boredom, and they are in a pleasant slate of waiting for something. Being more active in love, new understanding of love, new inspiration or creativity, realizations about career adjustments, positive approach to finances, willpower to achieve financial goals. This card suggests that the querent will communicate a lot and make new friends, perhaps as a result of attending a party or accepting someone's invitation. It may be worth renewing old acquaintances and thinking about how important they are to them. And then in the subconscious with the Four of Cups upright, you have Temperance in reverse. Your inner child, your subconscious, your psychological issues is Temperance in reverse. Says imbalance, excess, extremes, discord, recklessness, hastiness. Temperance in reverse is a reflection of something that is out of balance and may be causing stress and anxiety. You may be believing the bullshit of your past onto others, and it's not true or accurate in God's truth on those that you came after you. You assume too much about the younger you, or the people that your children, or the future, or all kinds of perspectives that aren't accurate. You're believing the delulu, the lies, the deception within your own brain. It's playing trick. Your mind is playing tricks on you, Sag. A reverse temperance may also be used as a warning. If you take a certain path, it could lead to turbulence and excess. Going to extremes for love, all or nothing romances, impatience, work-life imbalance, all or nothing at job, rush job, reckless decisions, failure to balance long-term needs with short-term happiness. You must reflect and think carefully about what needs to change. Temperance reminds us that all things are only good in moderation and that we must examine in which aspects of our lives we are breaking the balance. Can you break the balance in May? Let's see. In May, you're in the King of Cups, which is Cancer. Once again, crabbiness. You're feeling that moon Cancer energy, especially with that Mars in Cancer for so long. And then Jupiter's about to go into Cancer. Yeah, there's something coming up. King of Cups, upright. King of Cups, wise, diplomatic, balance between head and heart. Devoted, advisor, counselor. The King of Cups indicates the asker is able to balance their head and heart in relationships, or serves as a reminder to remain level-headed and calm when faced with an interpersonal conflict. Using head and heart in love, a compassionate but calming partner. Balancing emotional, practical, and logical needs. Wisdom leads to respect and admiration. Financial stability, being realistic but hopeful about finances. So it's a economic, spiritual challenge, negative aspects, a lack mindset met, and you have both sides of it. You're like torn between the mindset of lack and not having enough, but also having enough. So what you perceive to have enough for you, you could possibly get rid of half and help someone else with it. That could be something that is coming up, that you're being a little greedy potentially. The King of Cups is also a reminder to not repress emotions. It's essentially a fully feel sadness, hurt, and fear, as well as happiness, fulfillment, and joy. We often avoid emotions, worried they will engulf us. If you're younger and it doesn't reflect or resonate so much, this might be that you are dealing with a lack and that you just need to be a king of happiness and celebrate yourself and love yourself. And even though you may be in a lack situation, it's okay. Love yourself. The environment outside of us, the forces, the powers that be, what you have no control over, is the Tower in May for Sagittarius, along with the Lovers, Tower and the Lovers. So you might be going through a breakup. You might be going through a transitioning of what you believed and loved so much dearly, of the old guard and how things were established and the experiences you've been through. You might have to let that go and say, oh, the new world isn't going to do that. It's not, there is no more knights and kings and queens anymore. Like in 1776, we're doing away with that. So there's a new world being born here. The Tower, breaking down the old guard for the new guard. Disaster, destruction, upheaval, trauma, sudden change, chaos. The old ways are no longer useful, and you must find another set of beliefs, values, and processes to take their place. Breakup, weak relationships, ending, foundational shift in view of love, sudden job loss, workplace disruption, workplace chaos, financial loss, wake-up call regarding finances. The meaning of these changes, foreshadowed by this card, will entail the comprehension of the truth, which will enable you to free yourself from false constructions in your life and determine your true value and set you free from the Delulu Pisces energy that's being finished and climax right now. You're not going to be able to do the old, like when the Protestants or, the new Christian, denominations were founded in 1776 in America and stuff, and the breaking away from the Catholic Church and stuff like that. That was a Tower moment. It's happening again. We're having a new awakening to true spiritualness and not the Delulu dark spirit of corruption that has been cursed there's a curse upon the Catholic in the Bible. It was called the spirit of corruption, from Constantine to King James. You guys got the spirit of corruption from the curse of changing the word of God, like why the Book of Thomas or Mary Magdalene or the Gospels that aren't in the Bible, why were they removed? Because Constantine and all of them were cursed with the spirit of corruption, and they did it upon the Christians. It's a fact, whether you want to accept it or not. Ace of Wands in reverse is what you're projecting outwardly in May. Inspiration, creative spark, new initiative, new passion, enthusiasm, energy. Wands symbolize creativity, and the Ace of Wands is the boldest among the cards in the suit. It bravely helps you find your own voice and creates a space where you can develop your own vision. Excitement and passion and love. Oh, this is in reverse, so I'm wrong. That is all wrong. Let's go back. Sorry, this is actually delays, blocks, lack of passion, lack of energy, hesitancy, creative blocks. This is what you're projecting outwardly. You're having creative blocks. You're having a lack of energy. You're having a lack of passion. You're saying there's delays, there's blocks in my ways, Sag. Okay. Indicates trials and tribulations that you may face in the near future. You may feel directionless, which can lead to feeling uninspired or unmotivated. Short-term passionate love affair, lack of excitement and love, lacking inspiration at work, feeling uncreative, lack of progress, risky financial decisions, financial losses. Oh, what did you get yourself into, Sag? Or maybe it's the tariffs and the whole economic situation with Trump. It could be it. The reverse Ace of Wands can also indicate delays with your current projects. You may want to finish your task, but there may be obstacles getting in your way. In the left hand, what you're projecting outward is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. This is your left hand. This is what you're getting. I'm receiving at the end of May, or towards the end of May. You're receiving the Knight of Swords, assertiveness. So this might be somebody with a quick message to tell you, hey, the new guard's here. That we're transforming away from the old way of doing things into the new way of doing things. Assertive, direct, impatient, intellectual, daring, focused, perfectionist, ambitious. The Knight of Swords represents energy, speed, and determination. The asker is highly ambitious and motivated to manifest their ideas. This card is a reminder to slow down and enjoy the journey. Fears about intimacy, easily bored partner, decisive action. Getting things done, focus on career, efficiency, making big moves. Focus on financial goals, taking action on financial goals. This card also signifies the asker goals are within reach. They are ready to bring their plans into reality with focus, strength, and courage. This is what you're going to receive at the end of May. Towards the end of May, you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're in a cave, and you're coming out of the cave. So Sag, whether you're young or old or middle-aged, there's some kind of transition going through. And if you're middle-aged, it's probably felt, and it's inside your own world and dealt within yourself. If you're younger, it's a lack, or being happy with the lack, and that what you deserve is coming toward you, and having faith. If you're old, it's letting go of the old and releasing to transform into the afterlife potentially. So preparing for it, getting ready, setting your generations after you, doing the responsible thing of having children. If you don't have children, well, pass it on to somebody. Share your what you have done to others. Present it, give, because you can't take what you have with you into the afterlife. So you might want to do something with it or about it. And next, we're going to move into the oracle readings and the Seidel astrology. If you're not a member on YouTube, you need to click the join membership to get that reading. Otherwise, you can go to Rumble and get it for free on my Rumble. It's THOTHMARK on Rumble as well. It's the same name. Other than that, like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Rumble. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.